Hey there everyone, this is Aram here, and today we are going to code for this Salon project. If you guys remember, I have given you the overview of this project, and today we are going to code for this. It's a male version. Male version means that this project is for the salons for guys or barber shop. With the female version or the beauty salon, I am going to create another project with some different colors and theme is going to be different for the females or the women version. So this is for the guys, and I have tried to put all of the best of mine in this project. I hope that you guys will like it. A few days ago, when I have given you the overview of this project, it was not finished at that time, but now it's done. So we are going to code for this, and let me show you that we are going to code until this services section today, and then tomorrow we are going to continue the other section, the team section, and rest of this page, because I don't want it to be too lengthy, so I wanted to keep in this video within 1 or 1.5 hours. Okay, so VS Code editor I'm using, you guys, if you are following me, you know that I'm using Visual Studio Code editor, and the other sources I'm going to use in this website is Font Awesome icon, so fontawesome.com, and the Google Fonts I'm going to use. And yes, mostly from you guys, most of the people, you guys ask me about the images, and some of you have given me the suggestion about the images, that when I select the images I should select in front of you guys. I really appreciate your suggestions, and I really want to do that, but because of the timing I don't want to extend it too much. So let me tell you that how I search for the images, and still sometimes I like the images I have here in the gallery section. I'm not satisfied from these images, but just for this completeness of this project I have used like this one and this one. As I've told you that this is for the male version, it's not for female, but I've used these two images here. So I use too much keywords to search some specific images, so I'm using this. In this project I have used images from unsplash.com, and I also use pexels.com, but I don't remember how many images I've got from pexels.com. But let me tell you, if you can see, if you guys can notice here in this area, in this search form, the keywords I have searched for, it's a beard style, haircut, barber, hair salon, salon. So for this project, these are the keywords I have searched for, and I've tried to find the images I am looking for. Like, it's not that I've just typed the salon and I've got the image at once, not at all. Or I've typed hair salon, then I found the image what I want. No, it's not like that. I search for 2, 3, 4 keywords from this pexels.com, and from, I think, hundreds or thousands of images, I select only 1 or 2 from here, and then most of the images I've used in this project I've used this unsplash.com, and I've used the same policy that I have searched for too many keywords here again, and then I've got some specific images. So my apologies for this, that I cannot go with the whole of this images process with you guys. If you guys just try to find with different keywords, and I'm sure that you guys can find better images than mine. Mine are not, as I'm telling you, that I'm not satisfied with some of the images, but I couldn't find more, so I just get them and I put them here. Okay, it's very hard to find images for me, but I think that you guys can do better than me, and you will do much in a very great way. Maybe you have some other ways that you can find that. Okay, so please accept my apologies in this for the images, that I cannot go with whole the process. and try to find out on your own with some different keywords. And with I don't know that what is in your mind for the images, or what kind of images do you guys want. Okay, so try to do that search on your own, please, and let's get started. So here is my VS Code editor, and what I'm going to do, I have a folder on my desktop, and I'm just going to get that folder, open folder, and the folder name is, here is Salon. Okay, so I have already the images. I just copied the images from my previous folder, and all the images are here within this images folder. I do have some other files, but I just copy everything here. And now I'm going to create a new file. Sorry, not in this images folder, but outside of this images folder. So I'm going to create index.html, and I want to have another file, and this would be main.css. It's a Bootstrap project, as I've told you earlier. So for Bootstrap, I have installed a Bootstrap 4 extension in my editor. So here, if you guys are using VS Code editor, then here extensions, you just click on this and type the Bootstrap 4 extension. So you guys will get that and install it for the starter template of Bootstrap 4, because someone asked me in the comments below. So this is for that nice subscriber of mine. So here I'm just going to type B4, and it is going to give me the idea, or my IntelliSense is showing me that it is for the Bootstrap 4 template. I just, by typing B4, then I press enter, and I have a starter template. Here I am going to type the title, so Salon project, and now I want to link this style sheet within this head section. So link related to style sheet, and then href is going to be main.css. This is the name of my file, and the spelling of my style sheet is wrong, so now it is correct. Okay, now I need to attach the font awesome icon CDN. So I'm using the CDN. You guys can download it and use it. So this is the font awesome icon. The new version is going to come going to release soon. So it's for that will be font awesome 6. We are using 5. So start for free, and here just mention your email address, and then after that go to your email address, follow the instruction, and you will get the code. Okay, I have already got mine, and I'm just copying this code, and I want to paste this code here in the head section below this CSS. Okay, so here is the font awesome icon. There is a way to download it. You guys can, if you don't know, I will make another video how to download the font awesome icon and how you can use that file. If you guys want, let me know in the comments below, then I can prepare another tutorial of font awesome icons. Then I'm going to use the Google Fonts, and for that I just want to go with Roboto. So just click on it, and I want to use the medium 500 and bold 700. So if you want to download it, you can download from here. Okay, here is the option, download from the. I have a complete video of Google Fonts, the new version of this one, in the channel. If you guys want to know, you can search in the channel and you guys will find it. Otherwise you can follow any other YouTuber who have, there are many who have made the videos about this Google font. But if you want to learn from here, then you can search in the channel and you will find this, that how to work with this Google font. And then I'm going to use, I'm not going to download it, but I just want to embed. And here is the link for the HTML. So I am going to add this link here. Let me save it. And now the next thing is this CSS rules to specify families. Let me copy this, and here in main.css, let me go with body selector, and here I'm going to paste this font family. Let's save it, move back, and let me close this Google Fonts, and let me close the images also. So this font awesome too. So let's start working on our project, start coding this, and here we go. So here is the body section, and I need some room here. And now let's start coding for this body section. First of all, I would like to go with the navbar, and for the navbar, let's go with the comments first. So navbar and navbar end. So I'm going with the nav element, assigning it a class. The class is going to be navbar, and then navbar expand large, and then navbar dark fixed top, and I want to use an ID. The ID is going to be main nav. Then I want to use a div here, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be container fluid, and a link, not a link, sorry. I want to go with the logo, and I want to use an image here, but I'm sorry that I haven't prepared the logo yet, but just leave some space for the logo, because I need to create a logo and I haven't created it yet. So here I just want to give the, not now but later, I will make it and I will do this in front of you guys, the image, okay, for the logo. Then we have to go with a button, and let's assign it a class. This class is going to be navbar toggler, and then navbar toggler right, and type is going to be button. Then we have to use a data. It's a Bootstrap class for the button. Let me tell you that I'm talking about which button. So here, this one, okay, I'm talking about this button for on the responsive or on the smaller devices, okay. So for the tablet or for the mobile phone. So I'm typing or coding for this button. Okay, so data toggle is going to be collapse, and data target, so navbar responsive, and then we have to go with the ARIA controls, and this is going to be, let me bring it to this line. Here it's going to be navbar responsive, navbar responsive, and now let's use ARIA expand, and this will be false, and then we have to go with the ARIA label. I have explained all these things in the previous projects of mine. If you are following me, you know about it, and if you are new here, then please watch any previous video from the channel and you will understand that what I'm doing here or what these things are going to do, because I don't want to repeat all this process again and again, because I've used this in almost all of my previous projects. Okay, and here I just want to go with the menu, and I want to have a font awesome icon, so I'm going to use a I element with a class, and the class is going to be FE bars, and that's all. Okay, so we do have a button there. Let me go by using the live server, and you guys cannot see here because it is for the smaller devices, and cannot see because of the color too. Yeah, the button is here somewhere, so you guys cannot see because of the color. Let's go back and let's complete the code, and then it will be easier for you to see. So the button is done. Now let's go to the division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be collapse navbar collapse. It is navbar collapse, and the ID is going to be navbar. Let me tell you that I'm sure you guys know, but if you don't know, this data target ID I'm using here. Okay, so you guys can see I have defined the ID here, and I'm using that ID here. ID responsive, navbar responsive. Now I would like to go with the unordered list, and for that let's assign a class, and this class is going to be navbar, and then I want to say navbar nav margin left auto. Okay, so here I would like to go with the list items, so li, and the class is going to be nav item, and then I would like to have a anchor tag, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be nav link and active, let me show you. I want the home, or the home button should be active as it is shown here. It has a black background, so I want it's shown that it is active class, it is active button. When I hover over it, this button is active now. So I want for this active button, I'm using this active class. Okay, then I'm going to use href, and the href is going to have home, and then here I'd like to go with the span element, and then let's have home, and then this link is done. I would like to copy and paste it for several times. So what I'm going to do, I just want to copy this from here and let me paste it here. But from this one, I would like to remove this active class, and let's remove this also. And here the button is going to be about. Okay, so now I want to copy this one and paste it for several times. Okay, so what I'm going to do, let's change the names. The first one is about, the second one is going to be gallery, third would be services, and the fourth is going to be pricing. Then I would like to go with the team, and this would be contact. Okay, let's save it, move on to the browser, and let's see. So cannot see anything, but we have to, I don't know. Okay, let's go to the style sheet, main.css, and start styling, and I'm sure that after using some colors we can see that. So the first, I would like to go with the comments, navbar, and end of navbar, let's choose navbar doc. Let me check. I think I haven't used this doc class, or I have. Okay, I have. And then I want to go with the background. So the background is going to be RGBA, and I want to go 2, 2, 2, and 0.6. Let's save it. Okay, so we do have a background with some opacity of 60%. So here we have our navbar. Now we have to go with navbar, again another class. So navbar doc, and then navbar nav, and nav link. Even we can only go with the nav links also. Okay, no need to do nav link. And nav link, the color for the nav links are going to be, I'm using yellow. Then the letter spacing is 1 pixel. Font size is going to be 16 pixels. position, relative, and padding 10 pixels, 15 pixels. Let's save it and okay. You know what? Why it's not working? Because I do need to use that navbar doc class here, and then we do have a navbar nav class and then nav link. There is some issue in my browser again. I don't know. Okay, we will solve it. So let's code and the problem will be solved itself. My browser navbar doc and then navbar nav and then nav item. So this is going to have a margin 0 pixels, 5 pixels, margin between the nav items. Now let's code for the span element. So I just want to use a seam selector. Copy this, paste it here, and the selector is span. So position is going to be relative again, and then I want to have a z index, and the z index is going to be 2. Then I would like to go with navbar doc and nav, and for this let me copy this one, this selector, pasting it here, and with the nav link hover, and now I want to go with the seam selector, navbar doc, navbar nav, and then again the nav link focus for the small devices. So here I would like to go with the color. The color is going to be yellow again, and the background is going to be black. Then I want to have the same, let me have a seam selector here, and let's go with the nav link and active class. So for the active, the color is going to be white, and the background is going to be black. Okay, let's save it. Let's see if it starts working. Yeah, the browser is working, but you know, the color is not, it's not showing the yellow color that we have. This one also yellow. So I really don't know why it's not showing the yellow color. Where is the problem? But the problem must be in my browser. And we will check it later again, okay, after. Let's see if it is working here, otherwise I'll change the browser, okay? I'll go use the Firefox if the browser issue will not solved. Now we have to go with the navbar, nav link. I just want to copy this one, the same selector. Let me paste it here, and the nav link I want to use a pseudo element after. So the content is going to be nothing, and the width for this is going to be 0. Height is going to be 5 pixels. Then the background is black. Position is going to be absolute, and bottom is going to be 0. Then the left for this is going to be 0 again. Actually, let me change the color here. It should be yellow if it works. And let's have a right here. Right is going to be 0. Text align center. Let me bring it here. And then I want to go with the margin, and the margin for this is going to be 0 and auto. And let's go with the border radius, and this is going to be 0 pixels. And then let's go with the transition. So transition is going to be all, and then 4.5 seconds. And then we have to go with the Z index, which would be 0. Let's save it. Let's see if the browser issue. Let me restart my system, and I think it will work. Okay. Hey there, welcome back. I have restarted the system, and after that I found another issue. That issue is overriding. That I'm overriding it, so I have to use the important flag here. So let me show you that it wasn't a browser issue. When I use this important flag here in this section, you guys can notice that the color is changed. Okay, so it was the issue of overriding, but now it is solved. So let's continue coding here. The last part of this is navbar doc, and then we have to go with the navbar nav and nav link active class, and after it is the width of this is going to be 84.5%, and it's the width, not width. And then we do have height, and the height is going to be 100%. Actually, when I was preparing this project, I haven't found this important or this overriding issue, but now when I'm recording, I have faced this issue. So my apologies for this thing, but we have solved it, and we have done with our navigation bar. As I've told you that I forgot the image for logo, so I will design it because we haven't finished it. So I will design the logo and will surely add the logo in front of you guys here. Okay, so this is what we have done with our navigation bar. Let's go to the smaller device, and here you can see that the menu is here and this toggle button also. So in this case, I'm not removing this outline, but if you want to remove this outline, you can follow any of my previous project in that I have removed this outline. And let me remove it for you here also, because I don't like this. So for this navbar toggle class, and you know what, just to remove that outline, let's say navbar toggler, and outline none. So again, let's go back to this. Okay, so we do have this. You know what, let's use the important flag because we are overriding. So yeah, now we don't have that outline, so I have removed that outline. Okay, so there isn't that outline we had before. Okay, now let's move on and start working on this hero image and these cards. So here is the index.html, and below, let me remove these extra spaces from here. Let's save it, and then let's say hero image, and then end of hero image. Let's start with the section element, and like to assign it a class. The class is going to be hero. And let's have a division. Assigning it a class, and this class is going to be raw, and margin top is going to be 5. Then we do have another division, assigning it a class. This class, I'm using the offset LG4, and then call LG2, and then column medium 4 with margin top and bottom is going to be 5. Now I want to use the division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be card, and then text, center, shadow class, shadow large, and then I want to go with the image, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be card image top. Let's use the source here. So the source for this is going to be, I do have the images folder, images, and head 1 is the name of my image .jpg. JPG. Source images and this one, and now I want to use the alt tag, and I'm not using anything here. Then I want to go with another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be called body, and then I want to have heading 5, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be called title, and then here there's going to be the title of this card is going to be here, hairstyles. Let's save it, and not this one. Here is, okay, so we do have a card and title. Now we have to go with another one, and for that let me go with another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to have a column large 2, column medium 4, and margin top and bottom is going to be 5. Okay, then I want to go with the division, assigning it a class, and the class is going to be card text, and not card text, the class is card, and then the text is going to be center, and then again I would like to go with the shadow, and shadow is going to be large. Okay, let's have an image source, and the the image is going to have a class of card, and then we will use the source. I don't want to change the sequence. Card image top, and now I want to have a source here, and in this source let's go with the images, and head2.jpg is the name of my second image, and that's all. Now we have to, let me bring it here, and now we have to go with the division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be card body, and now I would like to go with the heading 5 with a class, and this class is going to be card title, and this is going to be here color, and now I would like to go with, let me save it, let's see. Okay, so we do have a second card here, and now I want to copy this one, and I'm pasting it here, and I just want to change the image. This image is going to be card 3, and the title for this is going to be beard styles. So beard styles, let's save it. Okay, so we do have the 3 cards. Okay, so let's go to the style main.css, and main.css, let's have a hero section here, so Control C and then Control V, and again V, and let me remove this one, and here this one and this one, and now I want to name it hero section, and now I need some room here. Okay, and I would like to go with the hero class. So the hero class is going to have a minimum height of 660 pixels. And then the overflow is going to be hidden, and the background image, so the background image, I want to use some linear gradient first with RGBA, and 255, 255, and then 0, and then 0.5. Okay, and I want to have another RGBA, and for this I would like to go with 17, 17, 6, and 0.5. So let me bring it here. So I want to have a comma here, and then in the next line here I would like to go with the URL. The URL for this, I do have image in the images folder, and my image name is hero. And now I want to use the background position, and the background position I want to use is bottom. So maybe here, let's save it and let's see. So we do have a background image with this position, and okay, so 660, and here I've used the right image. Yep. Okay, let's start working on this. Maybe I need to change the minimum height, but let's see if I do need or not. And then I want to go with the background size actually after the bottom position. So I want to go with the, and then I don't need to background size, and now the image is going to be fit as same as it is in my project. Yep, so the size is covered and it is looking nice, same as it is here. Okay, now we have to work with the card class. So the card, and here is the transition duration, and the duration is going to be 0.5 seconds. Now I want to use the transition timing function, and here I want to use a cubic Bezier with some 0.175, and 0.885, and then 0.32, and then 1.275. Okay, now I want to use the card hover, where transform scale, and it is going to be 1.5, and the card, not this one, let me bring it here. Okay, and now I want to use the card image top class, where height is going to be 300 pixels, and the object fit property is going to be cover. Let's save it, move on to the browser. So we have done with our navbar and the hero image with these cards successfully. So here you guys can see that it is so I just click on it, and here the cards are stacked on top of each other nicely, looking great. So now let's move back to the project and let's start working with, now we have to work with our about us section. So for this, let me be here, and first of all let me remove these extra spaces from here, and the extra spaces are removed. Now I want to work with the about us section. So this is done. Let me drink some water. Okay, so now we have to work with the About Us section. So for that, I just want to copy this, paste it here, and again, and here. Let me select both of them. About Us. Okay. Let's save it and let's go with the section element, assigning it a class. This class is going to be section margin, and then I want to go with the about container. Then division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be container, and then after I want to go with another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be raw. Division, class, column LG5, margin bottom 5, and margin bottom on large devices is going to be 0. Then I want to have another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be about content. Then I want to have another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be section intro. Okay, and heading 2 with a class. The class is, this is going to be about title, about us, and let's save it. So okay, we do have it, about us. Okay, now we have to go with the P element, paragraph element. So let's have some dummy text. The text could be 40 words, and then we have to go with the link here. The link is going to be, it's going to be main btn and btn, sorry, hover. And then after I want to use a span element and assigning it a class. This class is going to be btn text, and then the text is going to be no more. Okay, let's save it. And let's see what's going on here in the browser. So okay, so we do have a button text and about us. Now I want to go with the division, and this div is going to have a class. The class is going to be column LG5, offset LG2, and then division, assigning it a class, about img, and then image class, and image fluid to keep it responsive, and then the source. I do have the image, and for the source images images, and what is the name of my image? No mistake. And name of my image is img1.jpg, and I do have, let me go, I do have to use another image, and this time I want to use the source, and image is about.jpg alt, and then I want to go with the class here. Class is going to be about img and then small, and then I need to use the image fluid class again here. Let's save it, move on to the browser. Okay, so we do have the images. Let's go to the main.css. Let me copy this, paste it here. Oops. Hold on. And this one, and this could be about and end of about section. Let's use the about container class, where overflow is hidden. Overflow is hidden, and about container and overflow is hidden. Now I want to use the media queries here. So media, at media, the minimum width is going to be 1200 pixels, and about container, padding top 75 pixels, and then padding bottom is going to be 50 pixels. And then let me bring it here, and then I want to use the about image, where the position is going to be relative, and again media query. So minimum width for this again is going to be 1200 pixels, and about image class, where the left is going to be 165 pixels, and then I want to go with the about image small, and for this the position is going to be absolute. Let me bring it here again, absolute, and the bottom is going to be minus 55 pixels, and the right for this is going to be 50 pixels. Again media queries, and the minimum width for this is going to be 992 pixels, where the about image about image small is going to have a left minus 180 pixels. Okay, and then I want to go with another media query. So for that, first of all, let me go with my media, and here the minimum width is going to be, again, min width is 992 pixels, and about content, margin top for this is going to be 60 pixels. And then I want to go with the about content p element, where margin top is going to be 18 pixels and the margin bottom is going to be 35 pixels. Retrieve it and let's see. Wow. Okay, so now we have to work with this button. So here we are, and let's use the main btn. The main button is going to have a cursor pointer, and then the btn hover class, it's a class. btn hover class is going to have a margin of 20 pixels and auto, border none, padding 10 pixels and 44 pixels, font size is 20 pixels, position is going to be relative, display is inline block, and let me stop the recording because the dogs in my neighbors they love to play this time. So let them play and I'll be back, okay? Now we have to work with the btn hover and before pseudo class, where the transition is going to be all 0.85 seconds, and then I want to go with the cubic Bezier, where 0.68, and then it is going to be minus 0.55 and then 0.265 and then 1.55, and what happened? I don't want these double parentheses. Okay, now I want to go with the content. the content is going to be nothing, and then the width 50%, height 100%, background is going to be black, position is going to be absolute, top 0, left 0, border radius is 10 pixels, 0 pixels, 0 pixels, and 10 pixels. Now the next thing is btn hover class, and the btn text class. The color of the text is going to be white, and I want to use the mix blend mod, and it is going to be difference. Then I want to use the btn hover and hover class with the before pseudo element, where the background is going to be background is going to be black, width is 100%, and border radius is going to be 10 pixels here. So let's save it, move on to the browser, and okay, so when I hover over it, you guys can see that the button has a nice effect. So let's check the responsiveness of this section. And here, so about us, no more, and the image. Okay. Now let's move on to the next section. Our next section is gallery section. So this our gallery, and let's go to the editor, index.html, and let me remove these extra pieces from here. Copy this one, pasting it here and here, and in gallery section. Okay. So let's start the gallery section with the section element, and section, so division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be gallery section, and then we have another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be container, and then let's have another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be raw. Have another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column small 12, and then I want to go with the heading 1, assigning it a class. This class is going to be gallery title and our gallery. Now we have to go with the p element and a class. The class is going to be gallery text with padding bottom 3, and let's go with some text. Text could be 15 or 20, 15 words are enough. Okay, now we have to go with the not here, sorry, with another division. And let's have a division estrogen and div. So the class of this is going to be gallery section and a div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be raw. And first of all, let's go to the browser and see that if that gallery title and all these things are working or not. So okay, here we go. So our gallery and the text is here. Now we have to go with the division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be column medium 4, and then I want to go with another division, assigning it a class. This class is going to be gallery main, and I want to give it a glow class. So I want to go with the image source and the images, and the gallery image is gallery1.jpg. And now I want to go with the class. The class is only image and alt is nothing. Then I want to go with the div, assigning it a class. This class is going to be overlay, and then another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be text, and then it has a href, and let me bring it here. This href, I want to have a font awesome icon class and FAFA search, and then I want to go with aria hidden. Aria hidden is going to be true, and that's all. So you know what, for my convenience, let me have a comment here, and what I'm going to do is, first of all, let's go to the browser. Okay, so very massive image we do have here. Now you know what, let's go to the style main.css, and then we will write the other, we will go with the other images. Okay, so for that, or what, okay, let me copy this one. Sorry for this confusion, but let me copy this one. And let me copy this one. I want to paste it here, and so here, let me drink some water. So excuse me. Here is the image 2, and here is the Gary image 3. Let's save it, and so what I'm going to do, I want to have another division here, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be gallery section 2, and division, assigning it a class. The class is going to be raw. Then have another division, assigning it a class, and this class is also going to be column medium 4, and then division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be gallery main, and then glow image source. Source is going to be images, and then I want to use the image 3 again here, and do alt text, and let's have a class here. So the class is going to be image, and then I want to go with a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be overlay, and then let's go with another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be text, and href, and this href, and then I want to go with a font awesome icon class, FEFE search, and then aria hidden, aria hidden is going to be true here, and we have done with this. So here, for my convenience again, in this row, let me copy and paste this column, copy, and here is pasting, and I want to change this image. This is going to be image 5. Okay, and then I want to have let me copy this image again here, and it is going to be image 6. Okay, now let me save it. I know there is too much mess here in the images, and yep, so don't panic, we have to work, and we are working. So here I want to let me have another division again, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be again gallery section 2, and division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be raw. Another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be column medium 4. Have a division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be gallery main glow. And image source, so images gallery 8, image 8 is going to be here alt, and the class is going to be image. Then another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to be overlay. And then I want to go with another division, assigning it a class, and this class is going to have a text. Then href, and then I want to go with a font awesome icon and pfe search, and then aria hidden true. Now I want to copy and paste it for a couple of times, so okay, so let's copy this and paste it here and here, and let's change the images, so image 9 and image 10, so this could be image 10 and the other one is going to be image 9. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to go to the CSS and start styling this section. So now if you guys notice, it is very massive and images are scattered and not looking good. So let's go to the CSS main.css and start working with the gallery section. Copy this, paste it here again, and don't want this about here, and then here it is not going to be this, it is going to be gallery section, and let's keep it here. So now we have to go with the gallery section. First of all, I would like to go with the gallery section class, where the width is going to be 100%, and I'm using float, and the float property is going to be left, while the padding is going to be padding bottom, it's going to be 90 pixels. Okay, now let's go with the gallery title, and the width for this gallery title is 100%, where the float is going to be left. So we have to go with the padding bottom, and padding bottom is going to be 90 pixels. Then we have to go with the gallery text. Sorry, I mistook. I just used the same section properties in the title. I apologize for this mistake. Float is left, and I don't have to use the padding here. Just my mistake, I have done this. I have to use the text align. Text align is going to be center, and font size is going to be 40 pixels. Then I want to go with the font weight, and font weight is going to be bold. Let's use the gallery text here, where the width is going to be 100% and the float is going to be left. Font size is going to be 16 pixels, and the text align is going to be center, margin 0, and padding top is going to be 20 pixels. Color would be black. Let's save it, and because of the images cannot see that, it's better. Okay, so I forgot the semicolon here. Now we have to go with the gallery section 2 class. So the gallery section 2 is gallery, and the width for this is going to be 100%, and the float for this is going to be left. Padding top is going to be 50 pixels. Now let's use the image class. So image, where I want to display it in block, and width for this is going to be 100%, and height is going to be auto. Let's save it. Now with the img image class, it is going to have a minimum height. The minimum height for this is going to be 300 pixels, and let's save it. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so okay, so you guys can see that we have the images. We set the images height and width, and this search icon, it is going to be here. We have to set it. So almost we have done. Now we have to go with the gallery main class. So for this here, gallery main class, and here the position is going to be relative. Now let's use the overlay, and position for this is going to be absolute. top is going to be 0, bottom is going to be 0, left is also 0, right is also going to be 0, height is 100%, and width is also 100%. Opacity is going to be 0. Transition is 0.5 seconds. Ease. Background color, so background color is going to be RGBA, and but it's not, I'm not going to do with this one. I want to go with the 246 and 250, and then 2 and 0.6. Margin, I would like to go with the margin 0 and auto. Now let's work with the gallery main hover class, and then overlay, where I want to have the opacity of 1, and then let's go with the text class. So the color for the text is going to be white. Font size is going to be 60 pixels. Position is going to be absolute. Top 50%, left 50%, translate, and here I want to go with minus 50%, and then again minus 50%, and the width for this is going to be 80%, and text align is going to be center. Let's save it. Okay. So the overlay and all the other things are working here. Now we have to work with the glow class, because when I hover over it, and this card or this image, it glows. If you see the background, it has a glow effect. I want to have this glow effect here. So for that, let's go back to the editor, and here let's use the glow class. And this is going to be a glow class. And display for this is going to be inline block, and the vertical align is going to be middle. And then we have to go with the transform property. So transform, and the transform property is going to have a perspective, and this perspective is going to be with 1 pixel, and then translate Z where it is going to be 0, and then we have to go with the box shadow. So 0, 0, 1 pixel, and then RGBA where it is going to be 0, 0, 0, and 0. Let's go with the transition duration. So transition duration, and the transition duration is going to be 0.3 seconds. Then we have to go with the transition property, and the property is going to be box shadow. So box shadow, and now I want to use this glow class, glow with hover, and the glow focus for the small devices. So glow focus, and let's use the glow active class. So, and here I want to go with the box shadow. The box shadow is going to be 0, 0, 8 pixel, and an RGBA with 5, 5, 5, and 0.9. And that's all. Let's save it, move on to the browser, and let's see. Okay, so a very nice glow behind this image, and we have done until the gallery section. If you guys want, you can add the button here, view more button. In the overview I had, but then I removed. I don't want to go with that. And if you guys want, you can add the button here. And I had planned to go to finish this project until the services section, but because of the dogs, I am not going to do that. I'm going to stop it here. So it is responsive to, let me show you that it is responsive. So here is the head section, and if I click on the menu, it is working. And this is the hero section, the about us, gallery section. Everything is stacked on top of each other, all the images, so you guys can see that it is done. So we have finished until the gallery section. The next section, I would like to complete this project in the next video. So the next sections are going to be finished in the next video. I hope you guys like it. If so, don't forget to subscribe the channel, and I'm going to give the link of the Facebook page in the description below. Kindly check that and join the Facebook page, and I'll see you with the second part of this project. Could be tomorrow or day after tomorrow. See you in the next one. Hasta la vista. Ciao ciao.